Hi, this is Phil and Trish from SkiTalk.com. We've got a cage match comparison with two skis that I think are really good skis in what I call is accessible performance range. These are skis that are just below the price point of our typical skis that get a lot of focus in the industry. And quite frankly, I don't think they get the attention that they deserve. So we're going to give a little focus here right now. And that is going to be the Head Shape V10 and the Kästle PX81.
So today we're going to do a cage match comparison. What's a cage match comparison? It's when you are looking at reviews and YouTube videos and you're looking to us for information because there are two skis that are similar but slightly different, and you're trying to decide which one's right for you. So we're going to help you duke it out today.
So let's talk. So with these two skis, again, they're just below the price point, and I think you're going to find these in the stores in that $800 to $900 range. And I think you're getting a ton of value with these skis in performance. They've got some of the attributes of their more powerful brothers, but they also have a much bigger sweet spot. And I think that energy from the ski is much more accessible. So we've got two skis here that really have a lot of similarities, but a lot of dissimilarities also in how we expect these skis to react on snow. We just take a look at the shape of these two skis. 85 underfoot here, 81 underfoot. So we've got much more flare in the tip of the ski, much more flare in the tail of the ski with that 85 waist. Now the Kästle at 81 is a little bit straighter at the extremities. So think about how those attributes are going to change how these skis are going to react on snow. A little bit shorter, a little more abrupt here, a little bit straighter through here. So if you're thinking about skis in this range, the head is going to be a little bit better on the groomers. Better really is the wrong word. It's going to make a little bit different turn on the groomers. More shape here, and it's going to have a much quicker turn in and out. It's going to be a very reactive ski on the groomers. The Kästle is going to be a little more relaxed on the groomers. So it's going to be a little bit easier. You can make that 15-meter radius turn, which is published. I believe the head here is what, about 14, maybe 13. I'll have the numbers published here on the screen. But two different ways that these skis react. If we're going to venture into the trees and off-piste, Kästle is going to be a little bit better there. If we're staying on the groomers, we want to lay the ski over, the ski's there for you also. So two different ways that these skis are going to react. So in choosing between these two skis, are you looking to build upon the foundation of technique that you have, or you're looking to complement it, maybe expand in other areas? Maybe you're fine on the groomers and you want to venture a little more into mixed conditions, or you want a ski that you want to hone your technique and get better. And that's where we lean more towards the head. I mean, you've skied variations of both of these skis. What do you want to add?
So I've skied this, and fortunately the Shape V10 comes down into some shorter lengths, so it's very accessible for women that want to go into that market. Most of the time I ski on the Head Joy line, but definitely I've been on some of the Shapes, and what I notice is this is a little tighter. This is maybe a little bit more nimble. You got a longer shape.
A little more relaxed, yeah.
A little more relaxed. I know that when I was on this, I was able to get into some moguls because we had a little bit of slush and spring stuff like that. When I was on the Head series, I was on some more firm groomers. We didn't really have too much fresh at the time, and so I stuck to groomers mostly. But I will say that the Kästle handles the moguls pretty darn well.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, the other thing I'd like to add, even in this accessible price ranges, both of these skis do come with bindings on them. The Kästle, we have the Tricia K11, which is a really nice two-stage binding. Really nice solid click there as far as stepping in and out. It does have the diagonal heel, so you're getting a lot of the attributes of their more expensive bindings. The Shape is going to come standard with basically the same variation of this binding, but is also available as an option with the new Protector binding from Tricia, the only bilateral release binding as far as heel on the market. So you have another level of safety that is available on this ski here. That is an upgrade, and I believe it does just come with a PRD 11 or 12 as the standard binding. So you've got two options there. Finish out of the box. I mean, the Kästle just has a beautiful, beautiful margin grind on it, and the finish is stellar in this price range. The head is also really nice as far as the finish on their skis too. It is a little more of a chevron finish as far as your base. Maybe I'm going a little in the weeds there, but what I'm pointing out here, in this price range, you've got two really nice finished skis, and I like either one of these skis for an advancing intermediate to even a light expert is going to have a really good time on either one of these skis. And the only limitations I found is those bigger, stronger skiers can overpower both of these skis, but quite frankly, it's not designed for those skis.
That's why they have the MX and they tighten it.
Exactly, exactly. So there's those skis for those guys there. But value-wise, you've got a ton of value. And in the end, it really comes down to skiing is fun.
If you enjoyed this informative video, hit that bell, subscribe so that you'll stay up to date on the new videos, and check out SkiTalk.com for more ski-related content.
Also, please follow SkiTalk.com on all of your social media channels. And remember, no matter how still you are, bend stiller.